Ladies and gentlemen, today is one of those unboxings that reminds me what it feels like to be happy, because we have the Audeze LCD-S20, one of the newest products from the company, being released back in May. These cost a whopping $500. However, if you know anything about Audeze, you know that's kind of on the low end. Hence why I'm wondering what some more relatively sensibly priced headphones from Audeze actually sound like. Okay, let's open this up and see what we have prepared inside. Okay, so opening this up, and there they are. I was expecting some kind of documentation here. No, this is just a little piece of carton protecting your precious new purchase at the very top, and there they are. And wow! Already, the first thing I noticed is that they are insanely heavy. In fact, at 550 grams, they are more than double the weight of my daily drivers, the DT990 Pros. I do gotta say though, despite the weight, I mean, one thing that Audeze do right is making their headphones comfortable despite how much they weigh. The thing is that my head really starts to hurt if I wear a pair of heavy headphones for too long, so we'll see how those pass that test. And one thing I can already tell you is that they already have pretty good noise cancelling when it comes to everything going on outside. They obviously don't have any ANC. I was about to make a joke about how they're great for just escaping and not listening to everything that's going on in the world right now, but then I realized I make that joke every time I review any headphones, and the world is only getting worse. Taking out this rugged piece of foam, let's see what other goodies we have. Now, obviously, because these aren't some of the more premium models, the amount of accessories here is a bit less, so you just get like a little warranty card or whatever. It actually is like a proper plastic card that, you know, looks kind of like a standard debit or credit card, and you also get yourself a little certificate of authenticity, which is again just like a little business card sized little thing showing you that was inspected by someone called Yen. Thanks, Yen. And then in this little baggie of goodies, you have yourself your main cable, because yes, the cable is detachable, and one thing that literally every single pair of headphones should have is a fully detachable cable, because when the cable eventually goes bad or you pull on it a bit too much, your expensive headphones don't become a paperweight. Now, interestingly enough, if it were to go bad, they don't sell direct replacements on the website, though given how much some of the other cables cost and how even just the adapter costs $20, you can expect it would cost quite a bit. Another thing to keep in mind is that unlike so many other Audeze headphones, you only connect them into one of the headphones, not both of them. However, as you can see, there's still audio jacks on both, so you can pick which way you want the cable to go, which one would be more convenient and more comfortable, which way you can route the cable easier on your desk. That is a really nice touch as well. Plus, you also have this adapter, basically converted from 1/4 inch back into your regular tiny little audio jack. And the thing is that you can very easily run it on stuff that doesn't have a 1/4 inch jack. You can route this thing on your phone or laptop very easily, given how they have an impedance of just 18 ohms. But okay, enough teasing. Let's hear what these things actually sound like. And it really highlights why it's kind of difficult to make videos like these, because I would just probably say, yeah, they sound good. Obviously, you can't hear what they sound like. Okay, music's on. The track I use most of the time for testing most headphones or like audio products in general is Pink Floyd's High Hopes. And let's see what it sounds like. My head better just explode the second that bass comes in. Yep, like I said, they sound absolutely phenomenal, and they kind of highlight the issue with videos like this because you can't hear it for yourself, and I pity you for not being able to experience the majesty of these headphones. Now, the thing is that when it comes to actual frequency range, they are between 10 Hz and 40 kHz, actually slightly lower than even my DT990 Pros. And if you want a better range, then you're gonna have to pay up and get something more higher end. The drivers in these are absolutely phenomenal. Now, these are listed on Audeze's own website as professional rather than audiophile, which kind of gives you a bit of an idea how they themselves are positioning this device compared to the others. But I mean, again, they are phenomenal and they don't break the bank as much as other Audeze headphones. Again, it's all very relative here compared to how insanely expensive this stuff is. And I can also report that even after wearing them for longer, my head does not hurt. So they have to be doing something right when it comes to comfort. Now, they have a pretty rudimentary system of actually adjusting it. So as you can see, there's this strap here which you have to take out and you can adjust between 3 different hole distances right here. So yeah, you have to do some manual labor here just to get them to be the right position, but you know, you're only paying $500 for them. What were you expecting? A butler to come over and do it for you? So if you're filthy rich but not quite rich enough to afford any of the really good stuff from Audi's, or if you're just working in a recording studio and these would just be some business expense for you anyway, then I mean, yeah, totally go for them. I mean, I don't think it's too much of a surprise that a product that costs this much is good. You just have to really consider if you can stomach the price for that really good audio and that kind of really good natural noise cancelling and the pretty decent comfort given the weight. But you know what doesn't cost $500? Supporting this channel on Patreon, because yes, you can do it for as little as $1 a month. That is 1/500th of the price of these. So huge thanks to the people who already do it: Gavin Burns, Justin Rage, Ella Vroniak, Polish Velka, Patrick Harrison, not a pseudonym, Meg Sumner, and Shane Allcraft. Is my hair really messed up from taking these on and off constantly? I think it kind of is anyway. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to subscribe, like, whatever, and see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye everyone. Goodbye.